Dear students, today's topic is polygenic inheritance.
Before going to the topic, please subscribe my channel, press the bell icon for notifications, like, share among your friends and comment.
It is also known as quantitative inheritance, refers to a single inherited phenotypic trait that is controlled by two or more different genes. Polygenic inheritance should not be confused with the effects caused by multiple alleles. We already discussed about multiple alleles. In the case of multiple alleles, a gene contains several different allele variants on the same locus of each chromosome. For example, the three different alleles which control for blood type A, B and O, that is IA, IB and IO alleles. The traits that are determined by polygenic inheritance are not simply an effect of dominance and recessivity and do not exhibit complete dominance as in Mendelian genetics, where one allele dominates or masks another. Instead, polygenic traits exhibit incomplete dominance. So, the phenotype displayed in offspring is a mixture of the phenotype displayed in the parents. Each of the genes that contribute to a polygenic trait has an equal influence and each of the allele has an additive effect on the phenotypic outcome. The probability of an offspring inheriting a certain characteristic from its parent can be determined using a checkerboard Punnett square. However, in reality, there may be large numbers of different genes controlling for a single phenotypic trait, so it becomes difficult to demonstrate. Fortunately, the distribution of phenotypes determined through polygenic inheritance usually fits into a normal distribution of probabilities, with most offspring display an intermediate phenotype of two parents. Because of the inheritance mode of patterns, the physical traits that are controlled by polygenic inheritance, such as hair color, height, skin color, as well as non-visible traits such as blood pressure, intelligence, autism, and longevity, occur on a continuous gradient with many variations of quantifiable increments. We can see examples for polygenic or quantitative inheritance. The first one is inheritance of skin color in man. The pigment melanin is responsible for dark coloration in the skin, and there are at least 3 genes which control for human skin color. Using a hypothetical example where the production of melanin is controlled by contributing allele denoted by capital A, capital B and capital C, resulting in dark skin color and therefore light skin color or albino produced by non-contributing allele like small a, small b and small c. It is possible to see how spectrum of different skin colors can result in the offspring. This chart shows the inheritance of skin color in man. It was studied by C.B. Davenport in 1913. See, he conducted an experiment with very dark capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C with a very light small a, small a, small b, small b, small c, small c. The F1 generation shows intermediate color showing mulatto. Intermediate color is called as mulatto. And in the F2 generation, in the checkerboard, you can see some numbers 6, 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 like this. That indicates the number of contributing alleles. For example, in the first box we can see 6, capital A, capital A, capital B, capital B, capital C, capital C. So this capital letter indicate contributing alleles and the small letters are non-contributing allele. So we get 64 combinations. It is important to remember here that in polygenic inheritance, alleles do not display dominance over others. Rather, each contributing allele give an additive effect rather than a masking effect. So, the way that the alleles interact is different to those in Mendelian inheritance. The additive effect means that each contributing allele produces one unit of color. As the number of contributing allele changes within the allele combination, the units of melanin pigment increases and decreases. The probability of the second lightest or darkest skin tone 1 or 5 is 6 out of 64. The third lightest or darkest skin tone 2 or 4 is 15 out of 64, and an entirely intermediate skin tone 3 is the most common 20 out of 64. Another example for quantitative trait is human height. Human height is an extremely complex inheritance pattern as there are over 400 genes controlling for it. It is therefore extremely difficult to predict the height that an offspring will be. Two short parents may produce a tall child, whereas two tall parents can produce a short child, and parents with completely different height may produce a tall, short or intermediary child. In addition, height is known as a multifactorial trait, which means the trait is influenced by multiple genes as well as being affected by the environment. For example, factors relating to general health of a growing child such as access to food and exposure to disease could significantly affect the final height of the person. A large majority of our traits are multifactorial, so it is often difficult to assess the effect that single gene have on a resulting phenotype. Dear friends, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and please subscribe my channel.